So hello everybody, hope everybody's week's going good so far. Before we get started, I hope everybody also likes and subscribes to my channel. Really appreciate it. Today we're going to take a look at this N1K1 Shiden, Type 11 Atsu, allied named George. This is from Hasegawa on a 48 scale. Today we got single digits here in Germany and it's pretty cold. Well, we got our instruction sheet here. We got Japanese and English, some information about it, this aircraft. You see here we have our parts map. We have quite a few trees here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 trees, 9 sprues, and some polycaps. Our color chart. There's a lot of colors it's showing for such a simple airplane, really. So number 1, we built our cockpit, pedals, a couple control sticks, and the seat. Then we have our instrument panel, our 2 side panels, and this rear piece. And here's painting instructions for or decal instructions for the instrument panel. You put the cockpit in and do some painting on the inside of the fuselage, put it together. There's also a little part you gotta put in here, it looks like. You have to cut out part here if you want to use the clear part on the back. You put the wings together. You put the wings on, you put the horizontal stabilizers on, and we have these two pieces here. I think that's the ejection ports for the ammo and stuff. In 5, we build our engine together. Looks like it has quite a few parts for this aircraft, for the engine. Got our engine cowling, our exhaust manifold, and everything, and pistons here. Then here, number 6, we put the main gear together with the doors. Here we put the main gear to get on the aircraft with all the rest of the doors and the other parts there, and the tail wheel as well. So number 8, we got a auxiliary fuel tank. We have bombs. We put our fuel tank and bombs on, as well as this little intake that goes on the bottom here. Our machine guns that go in the front, pitot tube as well. Our position lights. And here we have our sight, our antenna, a canopy, and our propeller. Put the propeller together there. Then here we have our marking instructions. We have markings for, looks like 3 aircraft. 210th Flying Group, Tokushima Detachment Corps, Tokushima Air Base, like 1944. Utabe Flying Group to Tsukuba Air Base, February 1945. And the Ginsen Flying Group, Korea Ginsen, Wonsan Air Base, early 1945. Looks like they're all in IJA green over gray. So here's our decal sheet. So we have the red roundels. There's also a couple that look beige, or is it yellowed? I'm not sure. They look beige though. The yellow tail numbers. We have a couple other symbols here, and well, there's 2 different decals for the instrument panel. This one's in white and this one's in black. Also, these information panel that goes on there, and a few stencils too. But they look good, and these Hasegawa decals usually turn out pretty good too. So here's tree A, our sprue A. We have our fuselage, pistons, the exhaust. Here's the front part of the engine and the ring. I'm not really sure what this one is. A couple other little parts here. So this has some nice panel lines on it. The light's kind of not good. It has the exhaust looks okay, I think. These part have these big pin marks on it though. Inside here, there's a little detail there. Probably use some photo etch for the interior. And maybe there's a better exhaust. I mean, the exhaust is good, but there may be a better one from Aftermarket though. And here's sprue B. There's our bottom of the wings, our horizontal stabilizers, landing gear, doors. This is for the propeller, and the hub, and this little intake that goes on the bottom. A couple other little parts. The landing gear bays are okay. But the wings have some good, like rivets and stuff in it. Around here, some good riveting. Good panel lines. I like how they have the square holes here for the landing gear, so it's straight when you put it on. I think the flaps look okay too. Horizontal stabilizers look pretty good too. Inside of the gear doors is kind of plain though. Don't know if it's supposed to be that plain. You see there's some detail on these ones though. So here's sprue C. We have our fuel tank here, the bottom of our cockpit, the back of our cockpit seat, instrument panel. Here's the sidewalls to the cockpit, I think. But it definitely needs some more detail for the cockpit. Pedals. The seat looks really good. I think the cockpit floor is too bare too though. And the cockpit walls as well. Too bare. I think the instrument panel is pretty good. And we have decals for it, so it's okay. Some of the internal parts here too. The landing gear looks pretty good. I think the seat looks good too. I guess the seat's probably one of the most prevalent parts if you don't have a figure in it. And if you do, then the figure is for the cockpit. The rear wheel looks okay too. This is sprue E. These are the parts for the wings, the ejection ports and stuff. They look really good, I think. This one fell off. We got a cowling and our exhaust cowling cover there too. You can see, I think this looks really good. Good panel lines on the cowling. Inside of the cowlings are always bare, but the wings have some good panel lines and they look pretty good too. Then we have these two sprue G's. You can see here we have the propellers, our wheels, pretty much anything that comes in two parts. Not much to say about the tree. Very little flash. I hate these little pins on these parts though. So the extra cleanup. Then we have a few poly caps as well. And our clear parts. The tail light, the wing lights. There's two different sights and our canopy pieces. I think the canopy pieces look good though. And once again, we got these tabs we got to clean off, and those are really bad on the. That can be bad on the clear parts because if they're too thick, which these look okay, except for that one maybe, it leaves a little mark on the side. And if it's too big, then it leaves a mark up into the top. I've seen that, like, especially on Revell models. So I think this model kit looks pretty good. Has really good external detail, but it seems to be missing some detail on the inside. And I think the wheelbase are missing a little bit too. A good photo etch tree, a good photo etch would be nice for it. And maybe some aftermarket exhaust. I don't know. Have to look around. But I think it'll build into a great looking kit though, still. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and join me next time when we're going to take a look at this SU-22 Fitter F from Kitty Hawk on 1/48 scale. This is a pretty cool aircraft, I think, and one of the few models I was able to get from Kitty Hawk. And I'm really, because I saw that they were planning on releasing MIL 28, and it's one helicopter I really want in 1/48 scale. But they went defunct before they could release it, unfortunately. But we're going to take a look at this next time. And thanks for watching. Until then.